This is a 20-foot long stock trailer. You can fit 6 to 8 horses in it. It's a little bit larger than what most folks will use. We'll go look at the cargo space right now. The advantage of a stock trailer is that it has a big swing door and a large area for a horse to enter into the trailer. As you can see, there's a large cargo area for the horse to go into, a large doorway for them to enter into. There's a lot of advantages to that. It makes it a lot easier to load a horse and makes the horse feel more comfortable and less claustrophobic. This is a 2-horse straight load trailer. It's a little smaller obviously than our stock trailer. We'll look at the cargo area now. As you can see, this straight load horse trailer has 2 compartments that the horses go into. They walk up this ramp straight ahead and then are restrained by the butt bar in each compartment. The first thing you notice is that the area to walk in is much smaller than our stock trailer. We'll now go look at our slant load. This is a 3-horse slant load. It happens to be a gooseneck configuration, but they also come in bumper poles. Regardless, a slant load will have a slanted loading area, which we will look at now. This is our slant load horse trailer. As you can see, the entranceway is much wider than our straight load. We'll now look at the compartments where the horse rides. Once again, there's a wide entranceway for the horse to enter the trailer. Once he comes in, he'll put his head up towards the manger, then we'll secure him with this slanted door that gives the trailer its name. Okay, so we've already talked about the 3 different types of trailers, the slant, the straight, and the stock trailer. Now we're going to talk a little bit about equipment. Basically what I like to use is a rope halter. Double Diamond makes some nice rope halters. I have on here 20-foot boat rope, lead rope. You don't necessarily need something that long, but I would say no shorter than 10 feet. Next thing is our motivating factor, which would be a flag. This is a nice little flag. It's about 5 feet. It's got the flag on the end of it. The difficulty with it is sometimes for a more sensitive horse that can actually be more of a detriment than a help. The horse will overreact. Not that we don't want to get a horse comfortable at some point, but sometimes if they're super sensitive when we're introducing some new concepts, we don't want to do that. So using a buggy whip, this is a little longer, this is about a 6-foot buggy whip. It's just got the lash on the end of it, so I can kind of wiggle that to motivate the horse without actually coming in contact. The idea is not to whack the horse into the trailer. The idea is to help guide the horse in. So this gives me a little bit of distance so I don't wind up in the wrong position, possibly getting kicked. So we'll go ahead and start doing some groundwork right now. Okay, we talked about equipment, we talked about flag and a buggy whip. We can see here obviously the flag is a little shorter than the buggy whip, so I can be back a little bit and push my horse forward. What I'm going to do, just for sake of argument, I'm going to leave them both in my right hand, and I'm just going to ask the horse to move forward so you can see the difference between the links and also see that the application is pretty much the same. Really key. If I get too far in front of my horse, I stop him. And that's something we'll talk about when we get down to the trailer. I don't want to be too far behind. Make sure I'm driving that horse from behind, giving him somewhere to go with my left hand. I try and keep myself in line with the horse's withers. Okay, what we got here is equivision. This is the horse's perspective of me. So this is basically being shot as though we were filming down the lead rope from the horse's head. That's about right. From here I'm going to be directing with my right hand and driving with my left hand. One of the things we'll see a lot of good horsemen do is we'll step just a little bit further back, give the horse somewhere to go. We always want to give them a window to go out of, or a door rather. If I come over here, obviously I'm blocking the horse's head and neck and direct the horse. One of the things very important in our groundwork and trailer work is we don't block the horse. My left or right hand, your left, is guiding the horse. My left hand, your right, is driving the horse forward. The horse has this room to go behind. Make sure I'm driving that horse from behind, giving him somewhere to go with my left hand. I try and keep myself in line with the horse's withers or rib cage, so I won't have drive but no direction. My horse is all over the place. If I have direction with no drive, my horse isn't going to get there. So now we're going to go ahead and look at the trailer and apply these basic ideas down there and see how successful we'll be. So now what we'll do is we'll take our basic driving and directing and use that to help load this horse in the trailer. So old hat, as I come down here, I'm going to kind of come in here and just guide that horse towards the trailer, and he steps right in. You'll notice I've left some distance here. My goal is not to try and keep the horse from sneaking out that side. What happens is if I do that, I'll probably get run over. What I'm trying to do is give him an opportunity to go in there. Another way to follow the same concept of driving and directing a horse into the trailer is we can actually stand inside the trailer. Some cases it's a little safer, some cases a little easier. There's also, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. Depends on the horse and how everything's presenting. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my longer whip here. My flag is kind of not helpful on this point. What I'm going to do is by standing here, I can direct the horse's head and then use my whip to encourage him. So same concept that we used earlier from here, it's just we're coming up into the trailer a little bit. Now, a few little negative points that I'll point out here in just a second. Okay, one of the drawbacks to standing in the trailer is that we have to be really straight on where we're at. Here we got the equa view here. If this halter lead rope was attached to the bottom of the horse's head, you can see how I'm squared on the horse, and I'm at one end of the rope and the horse is at the end of the rope. Obviously, if I pick up this whip, what's the inclination? If this were 3D, you'd all gone like that. So obviously the horse is going to do a similar reaction. So what I have to do is I have to get this whip or flag back out here, out to your left on that horse's haunch to kind of tap and encourage him in. So that means I have to be really careful on my positioning. So I'm going to step off here. Now as you can see through the camera lens, I'm no longer in the picture. So that horse has that whole trailer behind him. That whip would be gently rocking, and what I mean is, honest to goodness, gently rocking like that, just to help encourage the horse forward. If you whack him and scare him into the trailer, that's great. You've accomplished really nothing. You got him in the trailer, but he's scared. So next time you go to get in the trailer, once bitten, twice shy, they're not going to be even that easy. So we always want the horse coming in over his own volition, gently, easily, and relaxed.